welcome to the podcast. This is Tickets OSC. This is the only name I can think of, and that's the best name I can think of. So we're gonna roll with that. Tickets OSC. So how you doing? It's been a long time since I talked to you.
So my name is Jatin. I also go by Jat. That works too. But if you don't know me, I play the voice of Super Notebook.
How did we even come to know each other? I think I remember we met in a Skype call or something, a few years ago. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so this is basically how my YouTube career, more or less started. It's just maybe 10 or 9 or 10 years ago. I went by this weird name. I still don't know why I chose this name. It was Con 3000 IFY.
I remember that.
Yeah, and the Con part was because there was this Bollywood actor I really liked, Shah Rukh Khan, and then YouTube just suggested the rest of it. I just put something Con 3000, and then it just decided, oh, you should add the IFY. I'm like, okay, and then
alright, fair.
Then I decided that to check out some Total Drama videos, because Total Drama Island was one of my favorite shows back then. And then I ran into there were these things people were doing where they would make basically camps, and this was back when YouTube had a proper messaging system. And so and so we would be you would sign up, and then the host would just message everyone, giving them challenges and all that. And I hosted my first one, Total Drama Tunes, and I met some people. I've met a group of friends that I still keep in touch to this day. One of them is Eddie, who voices Cactus on Object Mayhem. And then somewhere through there, someone linked me, or someone told me that you were looking for someone in Object Mayhem, and then I guess I just kind of gave my voice in.
Yeah, so I remember we were in a Skype call or something. I think we were added to a Skype group, and it was like 50 people in it. And then I remember just saying, I need a new voice actor of Notebook because my current voice actor sucks so much. Then I think you just messaged me and were like, oh yeah, I can voice Notebook. And I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
We were 13 at the time or something, or 14 or whatever it was.
Yeah, and it's been so long. I didn't realize how long it's been since I've been voicing him.
Yeah, exactly. Was it weird when I called you back to voice Notebook again?
Oh, yeah, I was excited. I'm like, yeah.
It had been 2 years or so or something.
Yeah, and I was down.
I didn't even think you're going to accept it, because originally when I asked you, I was like, oh my god, is he actually going to accept it? Because I didn't talk to you in 2 years, so I was like, it's weird for me to just pop up randomly again and be like, hey, I haven't talked to you in 2 years, but do you want to voice Notebook again?
To be fair, I have not been in touch with any of the Object community, the only Object show I actually am caught up on is Object Mayhem. I have not watched Inanimate Insanity, BFB in a while.
Oh, really? Have you watched any of BFB at all?
Maybe the first episode, but that's it.
Okay, man, it's actually pretty good. I like it way better than the first BFDI season and BFDIA. I think this one's way more creative, and I just like it way better. I think you should watch it. It's pretty good. I mean, there is 20 episodes or so to go through, though, so... Yeah. Do you watch any other Object shows? So you said just Object Mayhem, really, since you're associated with the crew.
And also I've been showing my friends the show, and I showed one of my best friends when she watched it. This kind of hurt a little bit because she said her favorite character was Cactus.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh my god. What do your friends think of the show? I know I can assume it's all new to them. You voicing a Notebook in a show online, they're like, what the hell? Where did this come from?
They really like it. They think it's a cool show. They like the idea. And some of them did watch Total Drama and stuff.
Yeah. Did they only find out about it last year when you started voicing Notebook again, or did they already know since you started?
Yeah, I introduced this to them when I started voicing them again.
Okay. So they didn't know you were voicing the first time. It was just a kind of online thing. You just kind of kept the secret.
Yeah, I kind of kept it low key because I was this was during elementary school and I think maybe high school. I was just a bit insecure about what people would think about me doing this.
I get you. I get you. I only opened up really about Object Mayhem as well when I came into college, because before that I always thought it was so weird me making an object show, and everyone would be like, wow, that's so weird. Like I always thought that, but I never knew people would actually like it. So when I got to college, people were like, that's actually really cool. Like you're making an object show, you're making a cartoon, no one can do this. Like this is so cool. Yeah. What do you think of all the object show drama right now? Apparently in the object show community there's loads of drama.
Oh, I'm actually not aware of it, because it's like, yeah, I haven't kept up with it, but I think one of the questions was like, like what do I think of the object community? Yeah, and I wish I could comment on that, but I don't know too much. I just hope things are okay. Like I like a few people from the community follow me, and I follow back, and I see like some fan art here and there. I give it a like. That's about it.
Yeah, like a lot of Super Notebook fan art. Like a lot of people are fans of Super Notebook. So I've seen loads of fan art on Twitter about that. And yeah, the object show community apparently has gotten really toxic over the years. I mean, I didn't really notice when I was gone, because I went on a hiatus from around 2016. I think that's when I released episode 16 of Object Mayhem. And then after that, I never came back until 2019. So apparently there was a lot of drama within that time, like such as apparently one of the old animators I have called Natty23, he was apparently being homophobic or something back in the day, and all this stuff, all this drama I never really was aware about. So I remember every time I hired someone new, everyone would be like to me, oh no, don't hire them, they're cancelled, you know, like they did this, they're cancelled. I'm like, what? I have no idea. And then people would come to me, I'd be like, you hired someone that you know is cancelled. I'm like, I have no idea about the OSC drama, I don't know what's going on. Like I'm just an outsider. I'm basically like an outsider. I'm just here hiring people that I see have good talents. I don't know about their background history, so I needed someone to inform me. So yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, and like for this, crazy. Yeah, for this kind of thing, I mean, I absolutely agree that you have to be a good person, but also I genuinely believe like for these kinds of things, especially on the internet, unless you've committed like a crime that's really, you know, deadly, then you could change yourself, and like, you know, like the past, like there could be bygones, and like, you know, if you become a better person, then that's fine. But if you're a bad person, then yeah,
that's true. What do you think of the whole cancel culture, not just in the OSC but in general?
Okay, so there's one thing that I noticed over the summer, and that's just people being called out on blackfacing. And I mean, it's kind of funny because that's like the biggest scandal we've had in recent Canadian politics with Justin Trudeau doing it. Yeah, and to be honest with you, it's just, I don't like it when like something so long ago just comes back to bite you in the butt. But like when you've outgrown that person, like I feel like we become a different person over time, you know, like that person did that thing, but you wouldn't do that thing now.
The person you are right now is not the same person you were like 7 years ago, for example. So I feel people change, but if you don't show that you've changed over time, then it's very hard for people to forgive you, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if you're still doing that kind of stuff, then it's hard. I mean, one of them is literally the president, who still hasn't changed, but the United States, but yeah.
But I was so surprised that the voting was so close. That it was like 6 million votes between them. I was like, how? It just shows, like in America, I don't like, I'm not American anyway, I'm Irish, but in America, people are still into the whole cult like, you know, persona of Trump, and it's so weird. I was so confused, because in comparison to Canada's like more left-wing than America would be, and it seems there, like, I don't think someone like Trump would rise to power so easily like they do in America. It was so crazy.
Yeah, here in Canada, I mean, it's mixed. Like, it's interesting because the people who are conservative, they're not as conservative as Trump. Like, they don't go that far, you know? And yeah, like with the cult following, I mean, I've been studying social psychology this semester as an elective, and like they talk about, like, you know, cognitive dissonance, where like it's not something you would think you would do, like just conforming to his ideas, but you still do it, even though it goes against your inner beliefs. And that's what a lot of the cult following is.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it's also got to do with identity politics. Some people like Trump. They don't even care if he does something bad or not. They just like Trump. And the fact they like Trump, they'll support him about anything. I feel Biden supporters were a bit more reasonable. I don't think Biden supporters would be like, we're just going to blindly support Biden for everything and, like, you know, follow him. Doesn't matter if Biden, like, raped someone or something. We're just going to follow him. We don't care. I think Trump's, like, cult is like that. No matter what Trump does, his cult will always be there with him. That's the problem.
Yeah,
and that's a very dangerous mentality to have, really.
And there's so many instances where they're contradicting themselves. Like I made a tweet about this not too long ago, but Trump was trying to take credit for a new vaccine that's being made, right? And then I retweeted saying that there's people who won't vaccinate their kids that will come to defend Trump, saying that he did the vaccine.
Yeah. Makes no sense at all. Like, and did you see, like, in Arizona and it was Pennsylvania, like, one side was saying count the vote and the other side was saying stop the count. I'm like, which one is it? Like, which one is it?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. I do not understand American politics, because in Ireland we have, like, politicians that are corrupt and stupid as well. But if anyone did anything remotely as bad as Trump or as crazy as that, they would be cancelled instantly and voted out instantly by the people. But it's funny how you can do all, like, if someone in Ireland, like, was like, had like 20 something sexual assault allegations and all that stuff, they would never be voted into office. But in America, you can have that and still be voted. I don't understand how American politics work. Europe is so different from America and Canada. Like, it's crazy, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it is so crazy. Like, just how someone like that can get elected and have a following. I mean, there's a correlation with the states that voted him and the coronavirus cases. Like,
yeah. I think the scary thing is that Trump still has such a large following, and the fact he has like 70 million people that voted for him, it still shows how dangerous I can't pronounce that word. Authoritarianism, however, is in America. Like, people will still support Trump. Like, I don't think he's gonna just stop here. Even when he does lose the election in January, he's going to, like, run again in 2024 or whatever, and he's gonna keep running until he becomes president again. So he's not gonna give up.
Yeah, I'm hoping because now after January 20th, once he's out of the office, all the, like, there's a bunch of things that he doesn't get, like all the legal defenses from the White House, he doesn't get back. So that means he could be, you know, like, he could be on trial. Even Twitter could suspend his account. They have the power now.
True.
Yeah.
They could do that, but I don't think they'd risk the backlash, because all the Trump supporters would flood Twitter's, like, mentions and everything, and be like, reinstate Trump's account, and all the conservative media would be going insane and everything. So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. But, like, what course do you study in college?
Okay, yeah, so I go to this university, it's called McMaster University. It's one of the biggest universities in Canada, and yeah, and actually there's this ranking for universities around the world, and McMaster is at number 69. It's pretty nice.
Damn.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm studying mathematics and statistics. I'm in my third year now, and
damn, you smart, like, you proper smart.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people perceive me as. Like, even back when there were actual parties and stuff, when I would go to, when I tell people that, they'd be like, "Wow, you must be a genius," or like they could never do that. And I mean, I don't think I am, but at least I can make people think that I am, you know.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
And do you like your course?
Oh yes, I do. And alongside my math major, I'm doing a psych minor, and yeah, it's a nice combination. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And so you thought you're in third year now, is that, or did you say in second year?
Yeah, third year.
That's pretty cool. And how's your college experience been like? Do you go out much or stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, in my first and second year, especially my first year, I definitely partied a fair bit. I would be drinking with the homies, you know. And then second year, just 2 months before the pandemic, in January of this year, I went clubbing for the first time. It was one of my friend's birthday, and we had fun and stuff. And but clubbing is not for me. Sadly, I get claustrophobic. And I guess,
fair.
yeah, and I guess there won't be any clubbing now. Like the businesses are going down.
Is Canada still in lockdown right now? Oh, I don't know if you guys ever went into a lockdown, but Ireland went into a lockdown. But I don't know if Canada went into a full lockdown. Did you?
Yeah. So the area I live in, like I live in Toronto, and they've been like initiating lockdowns for like more of the bigger regions. My region hasn't had it yet, but soon they will. Like I think.
So
they
do you
will.
do you have no nationwide lockdown? Have you ever had that?
No, we haven't had like a nationwide lockdown. It's really just about like province to province.
Okay. In Ireland, we have a nationwide lockdown right now. It's been going on for 5 weeks so far, but we had a nationwide lockdown from in March when it originally started. I think it was March. We had one from March until I'm pretty sure it was July. Then the lockdown restrictions got eased then in August and September, and then they opened the pubs again and the schools, and the cases went up again to like 1,000 a day, and then they did a lockdown again, which we're currently in right now, and we'll be in it for 6 weeks. But the cases aren't still fully gone down, but we're doing better than most countries. So the lockdown is working, but I feel people are just getting kind of frustrated about the lockdown in general. I understand why they're doing a lockdown. I don't like it, but I understand why they're doing it, because it has to be done, because of the fact that the virus will spread and the hospitals will get overpacked if they don't do the lockdown. So I don't like it, but I understand. So obviously I'm staying home. I'm back in my parents' house right now. I'm not in college right now, so
yeah. No, same here. Like I was supposed to be living with some housemates in like this year, but then COVID hit, and now I'm back home. And now, like I think a lockdown nationwide would be best, because it won't be like that long if the virus can be contained within your homes, and if you self-isolate and take care of yourself.
Do you live far away from college?
Yeah.
Like your house and college?
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half.
Okay, that's not too bad. I thought you were going to say the other side of the country.
Oh, no.
That's not too bad. And was this your first choice of college to go to?
Yes. This was my first choice, and I was really happy when I got the acceptance. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Have you ever been abroad before, actually?
Oh, yeah. I've left so many times. I mean, like this holiday break, this is gonna be my first break in like I think 8 or 9 years that I haven't gone anywhere. Like I haven't traveled anywhere.
Where do you usually travel to?
Our favorite destination for Christmas is going to Florida, Disney World.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Have you been to Europe before?
Oh yes, Europe. I still haven't hit Ireland, but one day I will. Once.
We just have farms and sheep and land here. It's still a nice place though, but I mean, if you're looking for proper tourist destinations, like big city skyscrapers, I mean, Ireland's not the place to go. But if you're just looking for a cultural kind of aspect, then it's cool. You come to Ireland. So.
Yeah. Are you near Dublin or?
No, I live in Galway, which is the west part of Ireland. I could be wrong. I think it is the west part of Ireland. If I'm wrong, sorry, Irish people. I don't mean it. But I'm pretty sure it's in the west, in the Connacht. So that's very Irish-speaking parts of Ireland. That's where I go to college anyway. That's where I've been living for the last 3 years in Galway. And I originally live in the Midlands of Ireland, in the middle of Ireland. My sister and my rest of my brothers and sisters, they go to college in Dublin. But Dublin's kind of more Americanized than the rest of Ireland is, because Dublin's kind of a tourist attraction to attract tourists to come in. So it's not really the proper part of Ireland. The proper part of Ireland would be in Galway, where I live, in the Connacht. That's sort of the proper part of Ireland that people kind of know Irish there. But in Dublin, it's very Americanized, and like it's to attract tourists really. So I can imagine Toronto. Is Toronto like a tourist destination, like a good tourist destination?
Oh yeah, but it's like not as much as Niagara Falls. I mean, that's like the big destination for everyone to go to. But I mean, yeah, people like go to Toronto, see the CN Tower, and in fact, there's like what a bunch of film studios do is that because Toronto's like a very city, like you can't tell that much difference from New York. They would film some scenes in Toronto and say it's like Southern New York. Yeah.
Well, what parts of Canada is like filled with snow? Is it like a majority of it, or like half of it, or? Yeah,
it's pretty much all of it. Especially more. Yeah. Like more so because Canada's a very, very big country. Like up north we have like 3 territories. Those are, like very icy. But we live, like way, like most people live way south because because it's easier to live in those parts, like where it's not freezing. Yeah, but
so like what times would it not be snowing like in Canada? Like how many months of like no snow do you get?
The like it would end probably like March, like mid-March is when things would end, like when the snow would end, and then it starts, like around this time, mid-November, or late November,
But it's supposed to be pretty cool. You could go snowboarding and skiing there. Have you ever done that before in Canada?
Oh yes, I've done skiing, and skiing is a lot of fun. I mean, like, have you done it before? Skiing?
No, I've never done skiing. I've never actually been to like anywhere with snow, like proper like full packed snow like Canada or anything like that. So
yeah,
should go one day.
Yeah, so one time I went to this like a ski resort, and like depending on how good you are at skiing, there's like these tiers for like for the hills, depending on how high it is. Like if you're an inexperienced one, you'd go on a pretty high one, and they label it with the black diamond. And so one time I went with my brother, and at this time I had only done skiing a few times. I was more or less like close to a beginner, and then I decided, like, I accidentally went on the black diamond one without realizing, and I fell a few times, but it was fun.
That's mad.
Yeah.
I really want to do that. So maybe one day when I take a trip to Canada, I'll go skiing or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be good at it though. I feel like I'll probably end up breaking my ankle or something.
No, you'll be good. Yeah, just the thing is, you just gotta be, curving, because when I first did, I kept going straight down and I kept falling, and that's the problem. You can't go straight down. I've only done it maybe 5 times in like a span of 5 years, maybe. Yeah.
I get you. That's pretty cool. And someone's also going to ask you is like your favorite games, consoles. And you said to me earlier, like yesterday, you wanted to get the Xbox instead of the PS5.
Yeah, I know people. I might get cancelled, or like it's gonna be controversial. Saying this. The thing that appeals to me is the Game Pass, because like there are so many good games on there. It's like opening a box of chocolates and then you just eat all of them at once, and that's kind of why I want to get the Xbox.
I think you said you played a Nintendo or something.
Yeah, I play Switch as well. Yeah, Switch is my go-to, and then PC gamer. Yeah, I'm excited for Cyberpunk, which is finally coming out. They delayed that.
When is that coming out?
December 10th. Yeah.
Oh damn, still have a while to wait. I guess that'd be a good Christmas present then.
Yeah, I've pre-ordered, all ready to go. Yeah, I'd say I'm a pretty big gamer, but my biggest habit is that I don't ever like finish my games. I just go back to I just go to the games I feel like playing and just play them. Like I have a lot, but I only play like a few of them.
Oh, so you just stick to like a few, like specific few. You don't like play like a wide variety of games. Is that what you mean?
Oh no, I play a wide variety, but like I play maybe like a few at a time. Some days I'll play something like Crash Bandicoot. Other days I'll play Hitman. Hitman's very fun.
Like I don't really game that much. I used to game so much when I was younger, but I don't really do that anymore. Like, do you still post on YouTube, like, on your YouTube channel still?
Oh no, I've been inactive from there for a long time. Like I've made some, I guess, like some stupid videos here and there, like this idea that I thought was funny, but I haven't really done anything noteworthy. Yeah.
I guess we'll wrap it up here anyway, because since this thing is designed to glitch anyway. Well, yeah, thanks for coming to my podcast anyway, the first episode.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, this has been really fun.
Yeah, no problem. And yeah, obviously you can be on again at some time in the future if you want to be. And we'll have more guests on. We'll have more guests on as time goes on anyway. So yeah. Alright. So thank you for joining us, everyone, and that's it. So this is Tickets OSC.
Alright, everyone, stay safe, sanitize.